Hi, this is Monique Rhodes. We often imagine that happiness is something that arrives with fanfare. So we might get a promotion, or there's a romance, or there's a stroke of luck, or there's something large and unmistakable. But more often than not, happiness is actually sneaking in rather quietly. Maybe it's in the steam rising from your beautiful cup of tea, or maybe it's in the light that's falling just right across your kitchen table. And if you're anything like me, there'll be a little rainbow in there. Or maybe it's in the way that your dog is, stretching out after you've taken it for a long walk. Or maybe it's the sound of someone that you love breathing nearby. These aren't extravagant things, and they're not celebrated, but they are sacred. And the challenge is not that life is lacking beauty. It's that we often miss it because we're moving quickly. We're chasing the next thing. We're scrolling. We're planning. We're trying to fix and improve and control. And all the while, ordinary life is tapping us on the shoulder and saying, look, I'm here. So what if happiness isn't waiting at the end of the to-do list? What if it's embedded in the doing itself? Maybe it's in the way that you wash a dish and you feel the warm water on your hands, or maybe the way that you fold your laundry and you smooth out that fabric that's held you all week. Or maybe it's in the way you brush your teeth or sweep the floor or feed your pets. These aren't burdens. These are opportunities. These are moments to be present, to be grateful, to say, I'm alive and this is my life right now. To rejoice in these ordinary things doesn't mean that you're lowering your standards for happiness. What it's doing is it's teaching you to raise your sensitivity to it. I call these micro moments of joy. Micro moments that make up our whole day, that can completely transform our life if we're aware to it. So it's to stop waiting for joy to show up wearing a crown and recognize it even when it's wearing old socks. There's a kind of mind, if we train it, that can notice a breeze. There's a kind of mind, if we train it, that can find wonder in how an avocado ripens. There's a kind of mind, if we train it, that can feel moved by the way a child laughs at something that isn't even funny. That kind of mind isn't rare. It's just often buried. And it's the kind of mind that comes online when we start to slow down, when we breathe, when we put down the weight of needing to be somewhere else or somewhere else. So mindfulness isn't just about watching your thoughts float by. It's about falling in love with this moment. Not the idealized version of this moment, but the real one. This messy, alive version that's happening right now. And I want to be clear that rejoicing in ordinary life isn't meaning that you deny your pain. It's not about pretending things are okay when they're not. It's about remembering that even in difficulty, beauty persists. Even on hard days, there's still warmth in a blanket. There's still something quietly sacred about making a meal. There's still a strange and lovely comfort in brushing your hair, tending to your space, lighting a candle as the sun goes down. And when we pay attention to these moments, when we meet them with reverence, we begin to shift the way we relate to the world. We stop rushing past our lives. We stop demanding that happiness arrives in a certain shape, and we begin to see how blessed we already are. So today you might like to try this. Choose one ordinary thing that you do every day, something small, and instead of rushing through it, pause. Let yourself notice it fully. Feel the textures, the movements, the sensations, and quietly internally say, thank you. Thank you for this warm cup. Thank you for this clean water. Thank you for these hands that still work. Thank you for this breath. This is how we build a relationship with reality that's grounded and sacred. This is how we begin to experience life, not as something to survive, but as something to rejoice in. Because ordinary life is not ordinary. It's where everything real happens. It's where love grows. It's where healing begins. And when we practice our presence, happiness is waiting, quietly, patiently, and always available. I hope that you enjoy this. Like, subscribe. Let's see more of you.